Okay, thanks for listening to the Aggie Up podcast. This is Isaac Draxler. Quick podcast I wanted to record. It's been a little while since I have done an actual, regular recording. Tonight is the first basketball of this game of the season against UC Davis, and I think I've mentioned it before. The Aggie basketball team, I think, under Ryan Odom will continue along the same lines as they have in the past. Obviously, they don't have Namiya Shikeda. They don't have Sam Merrill. But I think they have enough guys coming back, and new guys are good enough that they should compete pretty well in the Mountain West. Should be a fun season. Should be a good game. Tune in to the official website, and you can watch it. You can stream live the game. For those of you who have asked on Twitter, I've seen a few people wonder where to find the game or where it's being broadcast. That's where. As always, this podcast is brought to you by PrimoGolfApparel.com. Go to PrimoGolfApparel.com. Check them out. You won't regret it, I don't think. If you like joggers, shorts, hats, golf stuff, towels, things like that. We're kind of going into a winter, obviously, but you should definitely check them out. Hopefully, they've got some sales coming through during the winter. I don't know that for a fact, but that would be definitely a cool thing if they have some sales coming up in the near future, which I'm hoping they do. Sometimes they do have promotions where if you buy two pairs of joggers or shorts or whatever, you get a free belt, different things like that. So there's always promotions. So definitely check them out. Use the promo code AggieUp for 15% off. That's something you can get anytime. You can get 15% off. Use the promo code AggieUp and check that out. We really appreciate their support of this podcast. One kind of side note, I guess, is we actually emailed and requested media credentials for the basketball season, and were denied credentials because we're not a media organization. We're not a national media company, even though I'm the same media person that used to cover the Aggies for 24/7 Sports and Scout.com. And we have a good amount of listeners on this podcast, both football and basketball. They said they're not going to give us credentials, even though we're doing something that nobody else is doing, and we're also doing something better than other people are doing it, something that's unique, something that's a little bit different. And for some reason, they only want to give credentials to the companies that are, or the people that are just basically reprinting what they're already doing. And I think that's ridiculous. I think that's obviously archaic and old-fashioned thinking, but regardless, it doesn't matter in my opinion. I've said it before. I think I've mentioned on this podcast, I think the weakest part of Utah State's athletic department is the media relations. It makes no sense that they wouldn't want to have more than 3 or 4 people cover the Aggies. It makes no sense that on the Monday press conferences, the same 3 people ask questions. That makes no sense. And it's not a matter of room. It's not a matter of, we have this demand. We have all these people that want to cover the Aggies. No. literally I've been the only person to go to a lot of away games. There's not even a Herald Journal person there. There's not even anyone covering the Aggies other than me. So for that reason, I'm mentioning it just so everyone knows. But regardless, we will continue to put out podcasts. We'll continue to do articles. If nothing else, we'll have Brian on here. Brian Phillips will be regular contributor as much as possible on this podcast, as well as me. And if nothing else, as a non-official media person, I don't care what the access is. I can get my own access. I can get my own interviews. I can get my own breaking news or scoop or whatever I want to do without being a member of the media or without being invited to the press conferences or whatever. So I can still go to the games. I can still watch the games. I can still record podcasts. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with that. So give us your feedback. I'm always happy to, if you tweet at me on Twitter, Aggie Up obviously is where to do that. Just put at Aggie Up or send me a DM if you don't want everybody to see it. Let me know what you think, what you'd like to see, the type of coverage, the type of podcast, type of interviews, anything like that. Happy to hear feedback from you. Hopefully you're subscribing to this podcast on all your major podcasting platforms, iTunes, Google, iHeart, whatever, Spreaker, whatever you use to listen to podcasts. Not a lot of analysis or anything like that. Just wanted to get a few things out as of today. And the major topic, I think, on most Aggie fans' mind is the San Jose State game this Saturday. Probably will record another preview before Saturday, maybe even on Friday or Saturday, and kind of go over some of the preview of San Jose State. I think one thing that worries Aggie fans, worries me about this game on Saturday is one, if Starkel is healthy, if Starkel's 100%, I think it's a different team. And I think at San Jose State, and now that they're playing a little bit better, it's definitely the toughest test for the Aggies left. I think the Wyoming game, I think the New Mexico game are definitely easier than going to San Jose State. So anything can happen. As we've seen, crazy things happen in the Mountain West. Everybody should be hoping for a Boise State loss against San Diego State or Wyoming or somebody, and hopefully that happens. But if not, the Aggies can still win out and go to the Mountain West Championship game. So San Diego State will have a lot to play for against Boise State, because they'll probably lose and may not host that game. Win, they probably host that game. San Jose State's trying to get to a bowl game. There's a lot of different things to play for, and so in general, this should be a tough game for the Aggies. It should be a tough battle. But on the other hand of my worry is, I think the Aggies could be due to have a good game, kind of like Boise did going down to Fresno State. Hopefully the Aggies can go to San Jose State and say, you know what, we're the better team. We're going to come out and play well. We're getting Alfred Edwards back. Hopefully their mindset is, you know what, we want this more. We're going to take this game and win this game. So So cross our fingers that's what happens. I think it'd be definitely a fun, great, first year, obviously, that if the Aggies can make it to the championship game under Blake Anderson, and would be an amazing experience to go to the championship game. And then, soon after it'd be going to a bowl game and so on. So a lot of things to be excited about. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to go to primogolfapparel.com. You can definitely wear their joggers all year round. It's really all I've wanted to wear lately. So check them out. And now that it's kind of just it's the style. I see them all over. People wearing them at Aggie games, people wearing them just out and about at stores or whatever. Kind of one of those things like when you buy a certain car, you start seeing them around. So definitely check them out. We appreciate and we appreciate all the listeners too. See ya.